Hey everyone, welcome to another Simple Easy Art video. Today we're going to be drawing a cool star smiley face for all of my future superstar viewers out there. To start out, you're going to need a protractor. So place your protractor in this position here. Now trace around the protractor starting at the 0 degree all the way to 180. And turn the protractor upside down. And complete the circle. And because we're going to be doing a 5-pointed star, we're going to want to make the first point at the very top. So I'll place your protractor horizontally and mark at degree 0, and then you're going to want to make a mark every 72 degrees. And the reason I come to 72 degrees is because 360 degrees makes up the full circle, and if you divide that by 5 it comes to 72. So that's where you get the exact location of all 5 points. So I just repositioned the protractor here and I made another mark at degree 72, and then at that mark I lined it up with the 0 degree, and I'm going to make another mark at the 72 degree mark. And there's different ways to do this, but I'm just doing it for simplicity to show you that if you place the 0 degree at any point, you'll see that the next point is 72 degrees away. So now we've got our 5 points, and you're going to want to make a line to start out from the top point to the bottom right point, and just draw a light line across like this. And then the top to the bottom left point, draw another line down, and now I'm going to draw a line directly from the left point to the right point. And now the left point to the bottom right point. And the right point to the bottom left point. And there you have the perfect star. So we're not going to want to keep the lines on the inside, so let's go ahead and erase the lines on the inside. Now we can go ahead and start outlining it. And I like to use a Sharpie. As I've mentioned before, Sharpies don't smudge, so I like to use them. So if we do decide to color inside whatever it is we're drawing, in this case the star, the colors won't smudge. So go ahead and line up your protractor with the line from the top point to the bottom right. Be sure to stop at that corner. And one thing to remember is when you stop, don't keep the Sharpie on the paper because it'll start to bleed and it'll make a big blot. So as soon as you're done moving, pick the marker up off the paper, and that'll help prevent some of the smudges. It'll just make the lines look cleaner. So just keep lining up the protractor to each of the different points, just like we did earlier. Just make sure you stop at each of the corners, and again keep that pen moving, and then as soon as you meet the point where you want to stop, pick up the marker so you don't have any big blotches and the line looks nice and clean. Now here's the last line. Just make sure it's lined up properly. Bring it across, make sure you stop at the corner, and make sure you don't hold the marker in one position too long or else it'll blot. And there you go. You've got the perfect star. Now all you have to do is clean it up a little bit by erasing the pencil marks, and you should be good to go. So I like to use a gum eraser. I just think it's the easiest, and this is a heavier weighted art paper and not any type of just printing paper. So it's thicker and it's heavier, and it's easier to erase. If this was a thinner computer paper, the paper would probably be flimsy and bending. So I like to use this thicker art paper that you can get at craft stores, and it makes drawing and erasing easier with pencils. So now we can get started on drawing the outline of the sunglasses. So from the right side of the star across, you're going to want to draw a line with a slight dip in the middle, kind of like an eyebrow, and then on each of the sides a little bit of a point, and then come down and draw more of a kind of like a square base with rounded edges. These look kind of like Ray-Bans. And now we'll outline the shape of the smile. So just two lines bending down, and towards the left side of the smile you're going to want to bring the lines closer together, and then on the right side of the smile you'll see there's a bigger gap. So now we can go ahead and just fill in or color the outline of the sunglasses. And you'll see me making a lot of little lines to do the edge, and I'm just trying to make sure that the line looks clean and I'm following the curves. So I'm just using the very tip of the Sharpie. If you press it too hard, the line gets wider and it starts to smudge. So I'm just using the very tip of the Sharpie. And now we'll draw the rest of the frame and the lens. And now we can outline the lens as well. And again, just used soft, light strokes with the tip of the Sharpie. And this just helps me prevent any mess ups. And now we can color in the frame. Just keep the marker moving. Don't hold it in one place too long. Like on my videos, I say if you do that, it just starts to smudge, and the paper starts to absorb all that ink, and then it just creates a big blot on your paper. So just always keep that marker moving when you're coloring on the paper. And we'll erase any of the excess pencil marks. Now grab your dark gray marker and just color in the lens. You don't want to do black because you won't be able to tell there's a lens there, so just use a dark gray or a medium gray. And now we can outline the smiley face, or just the smile. I like this smile for the star because it's more of a mischievous smile. Now grab your yellow marker and just color it in. Try and stay within the lines. And again, because it's a Sharpie, it shouldn't smudge because you're touching the black lines. I would just avoid trying to go too far into the sunglasses where you hit the gray, because I used a watercolor gray. So as long as you don't touch the gray and you just stay within the black lines, you should be fine and shouldn't have to worry about any smudging. There you go. Now we'll draw the tongue. It's just 2 curved lines. Erase the pencil marks. Grab your red marker and color in the tongue. And the Sharpie, and color in the inside of the mouth. Now go ahead and grab your white colored pencil, and we'll start to draw the glare streaks or the glare reflecting off of the sunglasses. So you can do this in multiple ways. I'm going to draw 2 thick lines on the lens. I'm not going to put the glare on the frame, so just make sure you draw these lines on the inside edge of the lens. And I'm just going to draw 1 thick line kind of at an angle, and then another thin line that's parallel to that, all just on the lens and not touching not on the frame. There you have it. That's the Cool Star Smiley Face. I hope you guys liked the video. I'll be posting more videos this week, and I'll see you guys then.